One of the all-time greats to be sure, and still at the height of his game. Stephen Curry aiming to put on a show and lead his team as they game plan for the task ahead at Capital One Arena. Warriors, Wizards, don't leave your seat. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Chris Webber's joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Well, for Bradley Beal, it all started with his shot. His mom was a great athlete in her own right, and she coached him. By age 7, he was making high school range threes. He said, "I just run from arc to arc. I loved it because you knew you had to guard me all the way out there. Everywhere I went, it was shooter, shooter. My name became Shooter. Kevin, it still is."
It sure is. Thanks, David. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Curry.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now, Golden State's starting 5. Green down low with Looney. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. And for the Wizards, they've got Bryant. Wagner out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Wall in at the 2-guard spot. Chris, what would you tell a young player that maybe a couple years ago burst onto the scene, were sensational, but have been plateauing, maybe even regressing a little bit?
I tell them success is a journey. But even if they would have won a Rookie of the Year award last year or a championship, that doesn't make them successful if they don't come with that same work ethic the next year. So if you've had a down year, that does not matter. You're supposed to learn from it and make this year better as well. So I would say get back to the drawing board, get back to working hard, watch a lot of tape, be honest with yourself, and focus on how to get better. Now, positive mentality, let's go forward.
Good direction.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Oh, man, these fans are pumped. I expect them to be loud tonight. Should be a great game.
Now, here's Wiggins, coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. Here's Looney, good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
And here's Napier. We're about 1 minute into the first. Curry with the defensive effort. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
All with it. His last outing with 20 points. Napier kicks the Wall. It's Bryant, high post. And that one, good.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
Now, here's Curry. Napier covering. Passes it to Green. Shoots from 8, and another basket for Golden State.
The tune that Draymond's singing, I mean, music to a coach's ear, aggressive.
Now here's Wall. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. Now the pass to Napier. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And with all the numbers that Curry puts up, all the records, Chris, that he owns, crazy to think that he's often sitting in the 4th quarter due to the score.
Yeah, it is crazy, Kevin. I mean, you picked Curry's MVP season, and even then he wasn't playing huge minutes. That is a testament to just how incredible he is. Curry finds ways to end games even before it reaches the 4th.
The free throw drops for Curry.
And you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
And both free throws good for Curry. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
And that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. On the wing, Thompson, covered by Wall.
You got to admire the tough defensive wall. He doesn't give up any space to get a clean look on this play.
It's stolen by Curry, and they're moving it up. Bobbed up there for Green, throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, Green is fantastic at leaping up for these alley-oops.
Here is Wall. Pass to Wagner. Outside Bryant. Beal drives in. Another shot. And Bryant gets it to go.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Yeah, Greg, and when he's this active early, it's a sign this could be one of those big games for him.
Looney down low, defended by Bryant. And it's sent back by Bryant. Napier feeling it out a bit. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Curry against Wall. Curry passes to Thompson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, one of the best things about Klay Thompson, he's just an incredibly easy teammate to play with. He moves great without the ball. He doesn't need it in his hands to score. I mean, he looks to make that extra pass. You got to love it.
That free throw good from Thompson. And with Thompson, all those things you mentioned, C-Webb, about him are why he's such a good fit with Curry.
Yeah, really anyone like Klay who doesn't need the ball to be effective is a breeze to play with. But the lack of ego on him to defer the spotlight to other stars constantly, it says so much about Klay. But don't sleep, though. He has the confidence to light you up at any time.
Second free throw, no good.
One thing I'll never forget about Thompson, I mean, that night he dropped 37 points in a single quarter. That shows you how explosive he could be.
For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against Cleveland.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
Well, going into the summer, Klay Thompson had said he wanted to stay with the Warriors. But Chris also said that he deserved a max contract.
Yeah, and if you look at Klay's resume, it's hard to argue that he isn't worth that amount. Let's remember what he's done for this team. The shooting he provides, the defense, the championships, he's earned what he was given.
That free throw good from Thompson.
Chris, you think back to the Warriors as a franchise. When you played for them, both as a rookie and a vet. How have things changed?
Well, I think it's a difference, in the approach from ownership. I think that's huge. But the fans, they've always come out. They've always been some of the best fans in the league. And the Warriors franchise has come so far since being a bottom-dwelling team.
And so many issues for this Wizards team the last few seasons have been due to a lack of an inside presence.
Yeah, inside scoring has been a problem, GA. I mean, they've had to lean heavily on outside shooting. Also, though, they've been struggling with rebounding. He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Wizards trail by 4. Wall dishes to Napier. Pass to Beal. Not going to go that time. Wiggins with some nice D.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And so Napier will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. From deep, Wall. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Warriors leading by 4. It's Thompson off the drive. Wall with some nice defense. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Look, the handles of Wall combined with the speed is incredible. He's easily slicing and dicing the D.
Passes it to Looney. Baseline jumper, and that one goes long. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Thompson sends it back. Looney kicks to Wiggins. And the layup falls. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Wizards trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Beal. No good that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
Yeah, an interconference matchup, and these are two teams at different ends of the spectrum as far as the talent is concerned.
Now here's Wiggins. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Clock at 2. Curry. Wall with a block.
Wall, I mean, one of the things that's underrated is that he's an insane athlete. Right there, he's just showing what an incredible defender he is with these type of blocks.
Washington making some changes. Bertanis, he's checked in for Wagner. Hachimura comes in for Beal. And it's Ish Smith in for Shabazz Napier. Now here's Wall. Goes up to the stripe. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got his 6th rebound on the night.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
Smith on the wing, covered by Chris. Here's Hachimura. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And it's the Warriors on the break. That shot misses. Wall with some nice D. Wizards trail by 6. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. We often talk about problems between the players and fans. I'm sure there are some things that fans do, Chris, that players do appreciate.
Oh, yeah, Kev. And you know what we really appreciate? The good trash-talking fans.
Oh, really?
The clean trash-talking fans. Oh, Webber, you suck. You can't shoot. Oh, so what? You just dunked on the whole team. Like, don't stop in the first quarter, good fans. You know, keep going when I'm giving it to you all game long. So you love that. You love the crowds, too, that don't need to be hyped up by a PA guy. You love the ones that are just so sincere. When they see that kissing camera come on, they go crazy, or they're just cheering for both teams in great play, though they want their teams to win. And you love love, again, the creative heckler, the one that had to think about it the day before, like the ones that comes in with the sign and it's a picture of you crying or look like you're crying with words under like, hey, you didn't get asked to prom today, or the face on Chris after he missed the shot. You love that because it is a great relationship. Don't be fooled, and you know this, Kevin. It's a great relationship between players and the fans, and we need those fans to heckle us because when you heckle the best players, you usually get their best game.
Cool, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Hachimura. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
Here's Poole, covered by Wall. Here's Wiggins. Hachimura grabs the miss.
Just doing the job on the backdoor.
Wall looking for an opening. Bell passes to Bertens. Green with the block.
And good anticipation by Draymond. I mean, he always gets in position for these clean swats like this one.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Green's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Washington. They trail by 7, and stolen by Chris. Wiggins outside. Back to Chris. Golden State moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Chris has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Not going to keep Bell down. He takes pride in muscling his way through any obstacle the defense presents.
There's the pass to Chris. Now Wiggins. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Wall passes to Hachimura. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And the Warriors making a change here. Here's Wall. It's rebounded by Poole.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Awful display from him so far. But you know he's going to keep working to try to turn it around.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
And the Wizards with possession. The Warriors making the shot. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
And checking out some numbers for Wall. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 2nd in assists, 8th in scoring, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And going back to him being 2nd in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game. His peripheral vision. That makes him such a great floor leader. Here's Hachimura. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Well, Coach Scott Brooks has seen success in the past. Respected coach who has won Coach of the Year, but the heat is on in Washington.
Yeah, he hasn't had great luck here with the Wizards. I mean, new management this year might be evaluating him. I mean, he could be a make-or-break season for Brooks. He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Here's Pascal. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bertans kicks to Smith. Now Bertans. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Washington called for the foul. The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. He's off on the first.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
He hits the second from the line. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the first. And here's Wall. To stop the drought. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green, speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up one step to get into the ball as opposed to sitting off the ball.
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
You've got Hachimura. Bell is out there with Mahimi. And it's Wall, and it's Smith in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Mahimi finds Wall. Wing shot on the way. 2 points. That one goes. Wall's got his second basket.
And over the years, Kevin, we've seen Wall work on his deep range, but at heart, naturally, he's a mid-range shooter.
To the inside, Bowman lays it up off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 19.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the Wizards with possession. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. Here's Smith. And he misses his first shot.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Poole the pass to Pascal. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Just playing with poise and confidence, man. They continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, Greg, they're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Wizards. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And there's the feed to Bell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And when you think of Jordan Bell, you think of a do-it-all big man.
Specifically how strong he is on defense. Great timing for blocking shots, good hands, and can guard anybody out on the floor. Can finish plays as well when moving at the hoop.
shooting 2.
No good on that one.
And a new regime in Washington as they have moved on from the previous GM. A lot to do here.
Yeah, GA, and it's not an ideal cap situation to work with. Fans are excited to see what can be done. They need to land a few big free agents. It hasn't happened for the Wizards in a while.
Beal's checked in for the Wizards. Shabazz Napier comes in for Ish Smith. And the second free throw, good. Chris, over the last 40 years, a steady decline in offensive rebound. Largely due, I'm guessing, to the concern with transition defense, right?
Definitely, and let's give respect to offensive rebounding that it should have. Whenever you had guys like Rodman, Popeye Jones, guys that used to just, you'd have nightmares about because they were such great rebounders, Ben Wallace. Well, now it's a little bit different because those guys were playing the 4 position, right? So now at the 4 position, you have to get back on defense because if you're not, guys are shooting threes from Curry land in the 4 position because the game is evolving. So now it is better to get back in transition than trying to get an extra possession for your team. You still want to attack the glass. You just want to make sure you know who's in the game at that time because now you have guys leaking out, getting a quick shot on that other end.
Offensive rebound. Wizards trail by 17. Outside, Beal. Pass to Hachimura. Bell with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn.
And not only that, I mean, if you think about it, he dominated the boards. His energy was incredible. He never stopped working.
Warriors leading by 17. Smailagic goes back up. Bell with the block.
Have to be careful around Bell. I mean, he's very talented at reading his man and knowing when to go after blocks.
Stolen away. Down low, Smailagic hammers it home to polish off the break.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Now, here's Napier. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Beal. Count that one.
Oh, you can't give Beal these lanes. I mean, when you do, he's great at exploiting them.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Pass to Pascal. Dishes it to Thompson. Poole the pass to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Smailagic. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
You love the vision from Thompson. I mean, when you've been surrounded by superstars, you learn to keep your eyes up.
Wizards trail by 19.
Who got Beal?
Beal taking his time here. The shot, no good. Good D by Thompson. Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Warriors have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. And the first one drops. So for the Wizards, Bryant comes in for Mahinmi. And it's Wagner in for Jordan Bell. So he gets them both.
And with the Warriors, the strength of their defense comes from their versatility.
Yeah, they have a roster that can switch on everything. Guys like Draymond allow them to go small and not lose out on D. I mean, this team is very smart with their defensive schemes.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And he'll be happy that they're in front. He knows better than anyone else that He's still without a bucket, and he won't be happy with that.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Over to the wing. Smailagic. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Wizards trail by 18. To the inside. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 6.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Curry attacking, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect, Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hit over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
That's good from Stephen Curry. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good-spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice.
Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
Now here's Napier. 6 points for him. Fires the 3. But they recover it. The Warriors pull it in. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for him.
So aggressive in everything he does. You know, Draymond often causes as much contact as he takes.
Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader, truly a special player.
That's good from Green.
Yeah, fans around the league love to hate Draymond Green for how outspoken he is, but I honestly believe the hate fuels Green. He loves to play the bad guy.
Both shots good from the stripe. And C-Webb, as you were talking about with Draymond Green, you know, he's embraced the role in the past of villain in the NBA. But he said during the playoffs last year he wants to change his ways.
Yeah, right. We'll see. Draymond will irk opposing players and fans alike. But that's just a part of what makes him so effective. I mean, he's the ultimate example of a player who you love when he's on your team and you hate when he's not.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
Well, and Kevin, this Warriors team, they just have a wealth of stars. Nothing can equal the roster from last season, though. But they legitimately had an all-star at every position for a bit.
And he's good on the second. And even with the departures this offseason, the Warriors, Chris, are still a contender.
Yeah, and the Warriors knew that they couldn't keep the same roster. It just wasn't possible. But still, what a ride it was for the short time it lasted.
Looney down low, working on Bryant. That one goes. Count it. Here's Napier. He's got 6. Knocks it loose. Here's Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got 5 now.
We always talk about Thompson's perimeter shooting, but there, he showed some real toughness inside.
Here's Napier. Here's Thompson. The shot comes out, and it's Washington the other way. Right side, Beal. He kicks it to Napier. Back to Beal. A baseline J, and it's Napier missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Bowman, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And Chris, a very unique experience playing in the nation's capital. What was your time like with Washington?
Oh, I love D.C. Oh, I love Chocolate City. I mean, the surrounding areas of D.C. love the team as well. There's something special about playing in the capital.
And the first one at the line is good. Bertanis, he's checked in for Washington. Smith comes in for Shabazz Napier. And Golden State also making a change. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Draymond Green. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Washington with it. Smith outside. Here's Hachimura. 9 points in the game so far. Chris in the post. Bertans defending. Basket counts. Chris has got 11.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Washington's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Smith on the wing. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside, Beal. Just 5 to shoot. And again, Washington, no good.
You know what a counter competitor he is? I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Who's watching it?
Here's Looney. Second chance shot. Bertans grabs the board.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Stephen Curry.
Wow, the speed of Smith and his ability to change gears constantly keeps the D on their toes. He has a knack for picking up fouls while shooting.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And now a chance to see the former Demon Deacon Ish Smith in action. Has been in the league for a while now and played for several teams, and he's a veteran through and through.
And Washington making a change here. Wall's checked in. Wiggins is checked in for Golden State. Both good from the line that time. And when you have Ish Smith on your team, you know he's going to give you scoring off the bench.
And Smith not exactly great at any one thing, but the whole package is solid for a reserve. As long as you can make the right decision and just run the offense, that'll get you pretty far in this league.
And he makes the first. Well, it's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for him.
John Wall's huge Supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
It's hard to believe that some teams passed on Curry in the 2009 draft. I mean, this guy is the total package. He has a winner's mentality.
Now here's Wall over Thompson. And another miss by Washington.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
To the middle, it's stolen by Wall. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And Thompson sends it back.
Oh, he hasn't been much of a shot blocker in his career, but Clay denies that.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He misses the free throw.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
And he sinks the second. Washington's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Smith kicks to Beal. The kick out to Bryant. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 14-6 run. Now Chris. 12 points for him. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
This is what makes Curry special on the offensive end, the ability to create for himself and others at the highest level of the game.
Here's Smith. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Bryant, and Thompson sends it back. And he recovers it. Outside Beal, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA scoring-wise. Third is Stephen Curry.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Passes to Chris. Lots of room. He can't get it to go. And the Wizards now going the other way. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
They kept chucking from distance, and ultimately it was their undoing. A disappointing result.
Now Thompson. Bradley Beal missing from long range. The pass to Chris. He dishes it to Wiggins. Kicks it to Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. 8 points for Klay Thompson.
the perfect shooting form, something Thompson's known for. I mean, when he's hitting the open shot, he operates at another level.
Outside, Beal. Shot to stop the run, and it's Looney with the rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Beal gets a wide open look, drills the three-pointer. Beal's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, he's embracing his role as a leader. Bill knows his team depends on him to score like this.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Here with Andrew Wiggins. Andrew, for you personally, a great first half. You really got to the rim a lot of times. What are you seeing out there?
Just a mindset to attack the rim early, try to mark my presence.
We certainly saw you in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Andrew Wiggins led the way in the first half. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They're not taking the soft approach to this game, fellas. They're playing physical. Just look at how many times they've gotten to the line by being active, driving the lane, and drawing contact. It's gotten them points at the stripe. It's gotten defenders off balance. They've been the more aggressive team tonight by far.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. They're serious about cutting into this deficit. It's gut check time. You hear that, Ernie? I'm getting my gut. You got to check your gut, Ernie. Gut check time, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Oh, you're so right, Greg. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. The Warriors shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green down low with Looney. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. And here's Napier. Outside, Beal. Over Wiggins. And too long on the shot. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Looney passes to Green. Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's now 11 points for Steph Curry.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Wall, good.
Look at the edge Wall plays with. I love it. When he gets hit, he still remains calm and steady and focuses and knocks the shot down.
Golden State's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Curry passes to Green from 6 feet. Back to Curry. Over Napier. Another miss by Curry.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Up and in on the layup. Curry's got 13.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And so it's Washington with it. Wall with it. He has 6. Napier kicks to Wall. And Wall with the slam.
If the Wall is aggressively taking it to the rack like that, it doesn't matter what D you throw at him.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Curry passes to Green, and he drops in the layup off the glass. 10 points for him.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Washington's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Here's Wall. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Now here's Curry. 13 points in the game. Here's Thompson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, when you look at a guy like Kevin Looney, I mean, he gives his team so much. I mean, great option to have either starting or off the bench with his versatility.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Chris, with Looney, he's a bit of a glue guy, and his defense is his calling card.
Well, he slots into so many lineups as he can play the 4 or the 5 and basically guard anyone on the floor. He has a good motor and doesn't need a ton of touches to be effective.
Mahinmi's checked in for Washington. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Now here's Napier. Defense is right there. Outside, Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Mahinmi. The fader. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Wiggins has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint, here's Green. Rebounded by the Wizards. Wagner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Beal. Pass to Mahinmi. Out to the wing. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Tries again, and Mahinmi lays it up and in. Mahinmi's got his first bucket of the night.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Outside Curry. Pass to Green. Back to Curry. Wiggins from outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Wizards have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Thompson against Wall. That's good on the jump shot. Wall's got 6 points in the quarter. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Curry looking around, and the pass to Thompson. This one for 3, but they get it back. Second shot opportunity, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Some people call Draymond dirty. I say for sure sneaky, using the quick pump fake to draw the foul.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
some of the players around Green over the course of his career have stolen the spotlight, but don't let that take away from the incredible player he is.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Jordan Bell comes in for Mo Wagner, and it's Hachimura in for Beal. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Washington with the ball. Wall passes to Mahimi. Now Napier. Now here's Mahimi. It's good. Mahimi's got 4 this quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Curry kicks to Green. Bowman. Napier covering. Bowman. And the rejection by Mahimi. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Hachimura. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
There's no quitting this guy. I mean, the high motor of Bell is what helps him come away with big rebounds.
Right side Curry. Pass to Bowman. Green left side. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Mahimi. Jumps up, and it's Mahimi finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And it's Curry at the elbow. At the elbow, Green over Bell. And again, no good by Golden State. Here's Washington. They're on a 10-2 run here. Napier passes to Wall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wall plays big down low. His sheer determination picks up fouls in the paint.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
That free throw, no good.
When you're just talking about pure speed, Wall is incredible, an explosive point guard who dominates at both ends.
Good on the second free throw. Golden State's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Passes it to Bowman. Here's Poole. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 6 on the shot clock. Wall with the steal. Here's Hachimura. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Warriors have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Pascal, guarded by Mahimi. Great positioning on the putback. He has 6.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip in.
Wall finds Mahimi. Here's Napier, back to Mahimi. Pass to Napier, just 5 to shoot. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Here's Bowman. No good there. Nice D from Wall. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Wizards. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Here's Poole, outside Curry. That one drops for him. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Here's Wall. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
So for the Wizards, Davis Bertans checks in for Mahinmi. And it's Ish Smith in for Shabazz Napier. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Hachimura. He's got 11. Curry with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Bowman. And the shot is good. He's got 8.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Wall. The Warriors making the shot. The pass to Hachimura. Smith outside. Shot clock at 5. The 3. That shot is off. The Warriors go the other way with it. And see, Webb, when Ish Smith goes to the rim, he is so deceptive. You just don't know where he'll go.
Yeah, Kevin, and sometimes I feel that Smith doesn't even know where he's going. But he's a crafty player that keeps defenders off balance with his change of speed. He gets the job done.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Now here's Curry. He's got 15. Rebounded by Bell. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Hachimura, guarded by Curry. Smith outside. Got a piece of it. And it's the Warriors on the break. And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got 4 points this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Washington's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Dirtinus. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 5th assist in this one. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Curry against Smith. Curry on the wing. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Here's Hachimura. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Stephen Curry.
And when Hachimura is looking to score, it sometimes forces the D to get aggressive. Love the energy.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Bryant is checked in for Bell, and Beal subbed in for John Wall. And he makes both free throws. Golden State's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Pass to Chris. Over Bertans. Reverses. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Friday, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks coming into town. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And that one against the Bulls, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
First free throw is good. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. That one misses. Washington has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Drills it from outside. Smith's got 5 now.
And this is the one area Smith must continue to work on. I love seeing him knock down the 3-ball, expanding his range.
Wiggins passes to Chris. Over Bertans. Chris gets the bucket.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Beal. 9 points in the game so far. Inside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Smith against Curry. Here's Looney. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Hachimura, the pass to Bryant. Yep, that one goes. He's got 7.
And right there, you see the decision-making ability of Hachimura. Sets his man up perfectly.
Curry against Smith. Wiggins right side. Back to Curry. Over Smith. No good on the last second attempt there. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Washington. Robinson is out there with Ish Smith. Then there's Brown. And there's Bryant. And it's Schofield in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Now here is Smith. 6 to shoot. With some arc. Here's Bryant. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Lee passes to Chris. From the left block, count that one as his 7th bank in 8 attempts, a scorching 88%.
And this is where Chris does a considerable amount of damage, feels comfortable taking those interior shots.
Washington's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Lee against Robinson. Good on the bucket. Robinson's got his first basket.
Oh, check out the handles. Their nasty spin move had his man grab it for air.
Brown against Wiggins. Passes to Chris. From about 19 feet. Bank shot, no good.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Wiggins surveying the floor. Over in the corner, Lee. Pass to Bender. Chris with it. It's deflected. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And again, Washington with the triple.
Well, he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? I mean, pull up and bury the three in transition.
Brown against Wiggins. Over to the left wing. Lee up top. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc. And the Warriors miss again. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Down low. And finish off by Bryant.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. The pass to Bender. Lets the 3 fly. Robinson pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you know, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
He hits the second from the line. Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
John Wall's checked in for Robinson. Warriors leading by 22. Outside Curry. On the wing, Wiggins. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Outside Curry. Thompson in the corner. Rebounded by the Wizards. Wagner's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Beal misses off the right iron. Warriors leading by 22. From deep. But he recovers it. And Thompson kicks to Wiggins. The second chance effort. Great D that time from Beal. Now the Wizards with it. Big stretch here going 10-2. Wall dishes to Napier. Now Wall. Count it. Wall's got 13 points in the second half.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Now here's Curry. We see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played, Chris?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him, and I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and Bron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
And the Wizards with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Beal. Over Wiggins, and Washington again with the bucket.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
Here's Pascal. 17-foot shot on the way. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor. For Washington, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Passes it to Napier. Outside Bryant. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two.
And the Warriors with possession here. Warriors leading by 22. Green passes to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 5th assist in this one.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. See, Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Washington. The 3 ball. Good on the 3-point shot. Wall's got 7 now in this quarter.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Curry against Wall. Back to Curry. Lee left side. 5 to shoot. Robinson with the block. Good chance here for Wall. Another one falls for Washington.
Some nights Wall just goes on a tear. I mean, no matter what you throw at him, he finds a way to adjust and makes plays.
Kicks to Curry. Lee outside. Over Robinson. Shot's good by Lee. Lee's got his first 2 points of the night. For Washington, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. Outside Robinson. And here's Mahimi. Off on the layup.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys any year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on a contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players of the league, period.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Oh, they must ramp up the effort level, the intensity level. They're making it too easy for him out there.
Here's Pascal. Off the mark from 16 feet out. Curry against Brown. There's the dish to Robinson. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Free throw good. Robinson. Chris, we read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with the King. Then we go to Mutombo, Embiid. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka help find Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
Shot clock at 6. Let's go. Wall grabs the board. Wizards trail by 21.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Steph Curry.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
That free throw, no good. And at times, Chris, reporters have talked about a rift between Beal and Wall. But you know what? Beal has nothing but great things to say about his backcourt mate.
Yeah, Kevin, I mean, Bill has said himself that he believes a lot of his success is due to Wall. I mean, Bill's production with Wall sideline flourished. I mean, but Bill would much prefer to have Wall by his side.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
Yeah, Kevin, and it didn't happen overnight, but it's clear that Bradley Beal is a franchise player. I mean, he's worked on his game year to year, and now he's a superstar in this league.
To the paint. Bender with it. Mahimi on him. Three-pointer on the way. Rebound, Washington. 43 seconds left in the game. Here's Schofield, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Bowman, he's covered by Beal. Bowman passes to Bender. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Wall. Pass to Mahimi. Back to Wall. And he converts the layup.
How about the physicality from Wall on that finish? I mean, he was on a mission to score.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
I feel great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.